They call me Squirrel.
What's going on, Squirrel Squad? It is your boy, the Squirrel, and today, dig back into some Victoria Wood. This is Victoria Wood Political Correctness Gone Mad song. Boy, in today's day and age, when I saw this piece, I thought, well, this probably fit right in with today's climate in the world, right? Like everybody's got to be politically correct about everything, but then if you're not politically correct, you get chastised for it. But then if you're too politically correct, people think, oh, you're crazy. I don't even know like what's right, what's wrong anymore. I don't know which way is even up anymore, you know. But I do know that I love Victoria Wood, and I think she's absolutely hilarious. So I would like to maybe do this little piece here. This is Political Correctness Gone Mad song. It's your first time here, make sure you subscribe before you take off. Here we go. Victoria Wood.
Now, I'm going to finish with a couple of songs, and I wrote this first one because I read this thing in a paper that said there was going to be an EEC ruling that we're not going to be allowed to use the word specky four eyes. Like at work, you won't be allowed to call somebody specky four eyes. Now, I don't know if it's going to be like being in a non-smoking building. I don't know if you can take them round the back or into the car park and call them specky four eyes, but like within a work situation, you know, it won't be correct. And it had a whole list of things we're not going to be allowed to say. There was specky four eyes, fatty, spotty, lard arse. And right at the bottom I had this little word that I use all the time. And I thought, well, if I can't use that word, how can I describe that sort of a person? So I've written the song, which sort of gets me out of the difficulty, which does use the word in question, so hope it doesn't offend anybody. Well,
I can't wait to find out what this word is. Why is lard ass on the list? Come on.
I don't mind if it offends somebody. I never wanted to say nig, nog. I was never keen on packy or capitalist lackey. I thought was rather tacky. It was never on my lips. But there's a term I'm rather fond of, and to use it I do hanker. It's not heard in Casablanca. The little word is wanker. As a term it's had its chips. They say it's not correct, it's got to go. They say it's too direct. Well, I don't know. If it is never heard, then how convey that very special word another way? He is a little self-abusive. His mitts are always in his nicks. He prefers to jiggle solo. He prefers his own last Rolo to a bag of pick and mix. He writes for masturbation weekly when opportunity occurs. If you're buying him a present, his and hers things can be pleasant, but don't bother wrapping hers. I never wanted to say fart face. I don't find arsehole too appealing. It depends with whom you're dealing, and it's just a personal feeling, but I don't like how it sounds. But political correctness has taken hold just like a canker. I would like to nick a tanker and run down the stupid wanker who has put it out of bounds. All right, it's not correct, I'm out of touch, but please reflect, it says so much. Are there some other ways? It's such a shame. Is there another phrase that means the same? His scrotum isn't used to strangers. There are no condoms on his shelf. When his tones caress and soften, when he asks, do you come here often? He is talking to himself. He'll never need a big address book 'cause all his friends are in his flies. A dick may sometimes disappear, but it won't drag you round IKEA or buy you polyester ties. And if it's not correct, it's awfully cute. I feel I must reject a substitute. Though it may make you squirm, you find it strong to use another term. Just take so long. His favorite film is Brief Encounter. He has the tissue standing by. He thought Get Shorty was just silly. He was mad about Free Willy. And it's easy to see why. His wrists keep very fit and active. They'll never need to join a gym. He has no need of friend or neighbor. He can toss without a caber. Altogether lucky him. The world is full of different people. Some are moral, some are heinous. Some are ugly, some like Venus. Some take photos of their penis. We all have our different acts. And as the world turns through a new day, we know that bankers will be banking. Parents' mothers will be spanking. No doubt wankers will be thanking you and me for facing facts.
Well, that was Victoria Wood. She is freaking hilarious. Um, it's funny when there was a point in the song when she was like, "What's another term we could use?" Immediately, I thought jerk off, because I call people jerk off sometimes. Usually, I'm in a car and they cut me off, and I'm very upset. That's usually when I use it. But Malacca, doesn't Malacca mean jerk off? So when I was younger, my grandfather, Muldoon is what I called him. He used to say every time we'd say something that he thought was a bunch of crap, he'd say, "That's a bunch of Malacca. Don't give me a bunch of Malacca." I didn't know what the hell it meant. I just thought it meant a load of crap. And then I worked for this Greek gentleman. Now, I'm not sure if this guy lied to me or if this is true, but I was at work one night and one of my bartenders was feeding me a line of crap. He wanted Friday night off and he was like stumbling and going through his excuses. And I said to him, I said, "Listen, don't give me a bunch of Malacca. If you want the night off, you want the night off. Find someone to cover your shift. You can have the night off. That's fine. I can't cover your shift. I'm already working. I'm supposed to work with you that night. Find someone to cover it." So he walked away, and the owner looked at me and said, "Do you know what that means?" And I said, "What, cover his shift? Yeah, I know what that means." He goes, "No, Malacca." I go, "I don't know. My grandfather always used it." He said, "Don't feed me a bunch of Malacca." And he said, "Malacca means to jerk off. So if you call somebody Malacca, that means he is a jerk off." That's what he told me. So I don't know. I kind of have always believed that that's true. I hope it is. He's from Greece. He said it's a Greek term. I don't know. Anyway, thanks, Christos. Hopefully, you gave me some good information. If not, I just passed a bunch of crap information to 20,000 people. Jesus, what am I doing? Anyways, that was hilarious. This woman was such a gem. So sharp, so sharp. That song was great. That was so great. Every time, like I'm like, all right, what else can she do? What else can she do? How else can she tie this in? I love how she tied in Casablanca with Wanka. I mean, that's gold, right? That's awesome. I sound like Banyan now. That's gold, Jerry. That's gold. Anyways, folks, I gotta get out of here. It's been a pleasure to see you again. I want to wish all the ladies out there a happy Mother's Day. I know I'm a day late. I'm actually recording this on Mother's Day, so I'm not a day late, but I am. And I had a wonderful Mother's Day today with my wife and my kids. My mom took a little road trip and drove like 800 miles south to go visit my aunt, who she hasn't seen in a long, long time. So surprised her for Mother's Day. So I'll see my mom when she gets back, and we'll celebrate Mother's Day. So Sunday, Mother's Day today, the day you're seeing this video, if it passes the copyright sniff, is my wife Margaret's birthday. So Margaret's birthday is today, and then in 5 days on Saturday, Noah turns 17. So quite the busy week for the squirrel. Quite the busy week for the squirrel household, and always a busy week for the squirrel squad. Listen, it's good to be here. It's always good to be here and make a piece of content to share with you folks. I love you guys, and I appreciate y'all being here with me. I was on a podcast recently, and that's coming out, I think, on the 27th of May. I'll make sure I share a link to it on the community tab so you guys can go check it out if you feel like it. It was a podcast kind of talking about me as a YouTuber and what my YouTube journey has been like. So that's kind of interesting. I really enjoyed it actually. I don't know. Now I'm just going on, just jumping on information nobody's asking for. So I'm gonna go. Guys, be good, all right? Take care of yourselves. Scroll up.